It is good to see you once more within the grove.
It is hard for me to return. Each time I do, I feel more and more distant.
Let the mother shelter you. It will pass. There you are, Valiant. Come, meet Traherne. Greetings, Valiant. I want you to meet Traherne, another of the Sylvari firstborn. Only a few firstborn are called to wild hunts. I have the calling, so does Traherne. I believe he carries the heaviest burden of us all.
More difficult than fighting an elder dragon?
Our task is tangible, if dangerous. His is ephemeral. There may be no solution.
I'm glad to meet you, but I'm afraid we have no time for proper welcomes. There is a more immediate matter at hand.
Just before you arrived, a messenger brought news of 3 attacks by the Nightmare Court. I can aid one, Traherne another.
I'll take the 3rd. Where do you need me to go?
They're besieging the Warden outpost of Folius Thorpe. Make your way there as quickly as possible, Valiant, and lend a hand.
Before you go, a warning. On my way to the Grove, I heard rumor that the Nightmare Court is seeking something called the Harbinger. They are determined to find it, whatever it may be, and based on that alone, we must stop them.
Understood. I'll head to Folius Thorpe right away.
Who are you? Are you another of these murderers?
Calm down. I'm a friend. Who are you and what's going on?
My name is Malik. The wardens took me in. They found me injured in the forest. I was here when the outpost was attacked. The wardens said these creatures are called the Nightmare Court. They've set fire to the camp and cut down everything in their path. We're outnumbered, besieged, and most of the guard has been injured. I'm all that's left of the defense.
Let me fight with you, Malik. I know the Nightmare Court, and I'd be glad to raise arms against them.
I'll have to trust you. I've no other choice. But I warn you, the wardens are under my protection, and I will let no harm fall on them. Help me drive back these villains, quickly. We must put out the fires before they spread to the forest. The time for chatter is over. Now we fight. You fight well, stranger. I'm grateful you came along. I hope you'll forgive my initial mistrust.
It was in the heat of battle. It's understandable. Tell me, do you know why the Nightmare Court were here? It's not like them to attack the wardens head-on.
I do. It seems that they wanted me. I don't know why. I've never met their kind before, and I'm certainly no friend to them. They kept calling me the Harbinger. When I resisted, the courtiers took hostages. They threatened to harm them if I didn't give myself up. I was willing, but Captain Banya refused to allow it. I'm a civilian, she said, and they were wardens. I told her she was a fool, and now she's gone too.
Whatever the Nightmare Court is planning for you, I can assure you it isn't pleasant. Come back to the Grove with me where you'll be safe.
The Grove? Is that where your people come from?
My people? You mean the Sylvari? Malik, don't you know about the Grove?
No, I do not come from these lands. I appreciate your offer, but I won't abandon the wardens. I'll go with you after they're safe, and the Nightmare Court's been punished. The courtiers said they were going to Joy's End.
Joy's End? Sounds lovely. I'll meet you there.
So, Valiant, you did show up after all. Tell me something. These courtiers, do they come from the same grove that you do?
We are all Sylvari, Malik, but they're of the nightmare. I am of the dream. You don't know the difference?
No, I've never heard of either one.
You remember the pale tree, yes?
No. Look, we need to get the wardens back to Folius Thorpe. Here's the plan. We infiltrate and sneak the villagers out. Then, revenge.
You're strange, Malik, but I like your style. Let's go.
We could steal their armor and wear it as a disguise, once they don't need it anymore.
How about those new converts? How long do you give them?
Not long. I heard the Knight of Embers came for them, and she was in a mood.
These wardens are delicate little puffballs.
The Knight of Embers knocked him flat.
They'll tell us about the Harbinger soon enough. You'll see.
That's the Knight of Embers, isn't it?
You're all useless and weak. I should burn your flesh from your bones. I sent those fools to bring me the Harbinger, and instead they come back with whimpering wardens. Pathetic. You there. You're new. Can you follow orders, courtier?
Me? Yes, ma'am, m'lady.
Then you're in charge. Make these wretched wardens talk. Do whatever it takes. Hit them so hard the pale tree can feel it. They will tell me where to find the Harbinger, or they will die feeding nightmare with their agony.
My Lady Knight, may I ask, what is a Harbinger?
He is the pale tree's doom, and nightmare's vindication. He is my dark hunt. When I find him, all will be made clear. Now go!
Yes, lead the way, courtier.
Get out of our way. We started this task. We'll finish it.
That must be where they're holding the wardens.
Help the enemy. Stay close to each other. Take any weapons you find. Malik, Valiant, thank you. We've gone far enough. We can stop.
I owed these wardens my life. You, Valiant, you risked yourself to save my friends, even though you've never met them. Why?
Because we are all Sylvari. We all follow the dream. Can't you feel that we're related?
Feel it? No, I feel nothing, Valiant. Only a great sense of distance and loss.
You've been too long from the Pale Tree, that's all. When you return, she will heal your lost memory. Come back with me to the Grove. You'll see.
I hope you are right. I want to hear more about this dream. If your friends can help me, then I will meet with them.
Make your way south to the great tree near the shore. I will meet you there. We'll get to the bottom of this mystery, I promise.
I owe you so much. A million thanks.
I trust you, Valiant. These others, well, we shall have to see.
The Nightmare Court is searching everywhere for this Harbinger.
They won't stop until they find it.
Whatever it is, we must find it first.
Kaith, Trahan, I have a very strange story to tell you. This is Malik. The Nightmare Court believe he is the Harbinger. Of what, we don't know. But they attacked those warden camps to find him.
Malik is your name? You feel oddly quiet, strangely still.
When did you awaken at the Pale Tree? In what cycle? What did you dream?
Tree? I know no pale tree. I have had no dream. My first memory begins 2 weeks ago. I was lying by a river, staring up at an arched bridge. I was injured, and I wandered the forest from there, following the river until the wardens found me and took me in.
No dream? Perhaps you've only forgotten it. If you were badly injured, your memories could be damaged or lost. Perhaps if we look into the dream itself, we could find them.
Or we could follow the river and locate the place Malik describes. Maybe we'll meet someone who knows him and memory will return on its own.
I must know who I am to fight the Nightmare Court. Valiant, I trust you. Which do you think is the best method to find the truth?
What's on your mind?
While the three of you speak with the seer, I will search for the site of Malik's first memory.
Agreed. We should investigate every avenue of discovery.
I will meet you back at the Pale Tree. Farewell.
Look, it's Traherne, one of the firstborn. I've never met him. He spends all his time in Ur. Don't you think he's strange?
Remain strong.
Tell me what you need.
My friend Amaranda spends her life meditating on the dream. She understands its nature more than any other mystic or firstborn.
If she studies the dream, why does she live so far from the grove?
Because she is so sensitive to it. She can feel every ebb and flow, like the tide feels the moon. Only far from the tree can she gain perspective.
And this woman, your friend, you believe she can help me?
Yes. If the Nightmare Court has robbed you of your memory and connection to the dream, Malik, she will heal you.
And if they have not? What answer will she give us then?
Something true. The dream cannot lie. That is its nature.
It's all right. No matter what happens, we'll be with you.
Very well then. Let us go.
The Skrit are in trouble. We must lend them aid.
These rats, are they your pets?
All life is sacred, Malik. Come, let's see what's happened.
Oh, my ears and whiskers! It worked! Get him!
Who are these treacherous creatures?
Be careful. Skrit are usually friendly, but I would never call them tame. Thorn wolves. The Nightmare Court must be close by.
Did you feel that?
Yes, some magic is causing the earth to shake. Be cautious and move quickly.
What was that sound? It came from up ahead.
Be cautious. Something's not right here. Watch out! It's a stampede. Stand your ground. Stay together.
Something startled. Likely on purpose.
Agreed. Our enemies are here. Somewhere.
The Nightmare Court arrived with force.
Then we'll let
Sit
them know
still
they're
and shut up.
unwelcome.
We'll let you go
Good.
after we capture
Come
the
on,
Harbinger.
Scholar. I'll lead the way.
My mistress, the Knight of Embers, was right. She knew you'd bring the Harbinger to this false seer. Thank you. You've done most of my work for me.
If you've heard Amaranda, you will find that the wrath of a firstborn is something to fear.
How quaint. Are you going to hit me with a book? You're not Kaith. You're not even one of the wardens. What are you, Traherne? A useless scholar studying a dead land?
And what are you but Nightmare's pawn? Watch where you're setting fires or your own house may burn.
Enough! The Harbinger's coming with me, with or without your agreement. I know which I'd prefer. Courtiers, to battle! Capture the Harbinger, kill the others. Simple task. Your life belongs to the young Duchess. She will find you.
Traherne, my friend. I thought you were another vision. You're real? You're here?
Be at peace, Amaranda. Are you injured?
Only in spirit. I could feel Nightmare's icy grip. But now it has gone, and I am warm once more.
We came seeking your wisdom. This Sylvari, Malik, cannot remember his dream. Can you help him?
Gladly. Here, let me look upon you, sapling. Let me gaze into your eyes. A distant shore, and darkness, a root, a cave. You are the seed. What Ronin knew and never told still lingers in the dream.
What does that mean?
It means my fears are well-founded. You were not born of the pale tree, Malik. We cannot see your dream. You cannot see ours. I must return to the grove and speak to the pale tree.
Now I too understand. When the Grand Duchess hears this, she will send the whole of the court after you, Harbinger. She will never stop, not even when the grove itself is bathed in blood.
Whatever you've discovered, Traherne, the Nightmare Court now knows as well.
Only the Night of Embers. If we stop her before she reaches the Grand Duchess, we can keep this information from the court.
But we were to meet Kaith at the Pale Tree.
There is no time. We must track down this knight and silence her. Immediately. This is the place. The Night of Embers will be waiting to meet the Grand Duchess. If she is allowed to tell Fowlin the truth, the results will be disastrous.
Why, Traherne? What aren't you telling us? This is my life. I deserve to know the truth.
You're right. But yours isn't the only life in danger. I'll tell you the truth, and then you must make a choice. My research has led me to believe that the Pale Tree is not a unique creature. Legends say her seed is one of many found in a cave. That cave has never been found, but it seems at least one of those other seeds was planted. It sprouted the tree which bore you, Malik.
If that's true, there could be other cities of Sylvari, other groves.
Groves untutored by Ventari's tablet. Do those Sylvari dream, I wonder? What inspires them?
If Fowlin finds out, she won't need the grove. The court will burn the Pale Tree to the ground and find one they can more easily twist to Nightmare.
Yes. If that happens, the Sylvari race will be no more. Tyria will fall into darkness.
No, I won't let that happen. If I must die to keep this secret, I will do so.
Then we have only one option. The Night of Embers must die. You can't do this alone. I'll stand with you.
Take a look at that. Would you look at that?
All will succumb to the supreme authority of the Nightmare Court.
An ambush is the best you can offer. How sad. You're already a creature of nightmare, Harbinger. Why fight us?
You're a liar, and soon you'll be a dead liar.
Impudent whelp. I'll show you why they call me the Knight of Embers. Filth. This town will be your future. It is all that I love it. Why, you fools, may nightmare take your soul.
There you are. The pale tree told me where to find you. I have to tell you, Malik's tree...
We know. The Nightmare Court nearly found out as well. It is for the best that the Knight of Embers is dead.
Still, this is only the beginning. Even if they don't know the reason, the court will keep searching for their Harbinger. If I stay here, others will try to convert me to Nightmare. They'll discover my secret.
He's right. Fowlin will hunt him, and I promise you, she does not give up.
Somewhere to the west, at the source of that river, there's another tree. Maybe even another city, with more Sylvari like me, my family. I'm going to find them. When I do, I'll tell them about the grove, and I'll return with an army to help fight the dragons.
I wish I could go with you, Malik, but my duty is here. I wish you good fortune and safe travels.
Don't worry. We'll meet again someday.
Valiant, the pale tree summons you.
Is there a problem? It sounds like there's a commotion in the Omphalos chamber.
Those are the emissaries of the three orders of Tyria. There is a situation.
The orders of Tyria? Who are they, and what's going on?
The orders are organized groups that work against the Elder Dragons. The Vigil, the Derman Priory, and the Order of Whispers. Zaitan's might is growing. Its undead minions rise on the beaches of Kryta and the Tarnished Coast.
Why are the emissaries arguing? What am I walking into?
To the north, Overlake Haven is in danger of being overrun. The Lion Guard are outmatched by risen troops. We Sylvari realize that all life is intertwined. If Zaitan threatens one race, he threatens us all.
Then why are the orders arguing? Why don't they just do something about it?
We think alike, you and I. Let us speak with the Mother Tree.
Munition golems? You want to fight the Elder Dragons with toys and dollies?
Better than throwing away Sylvari lives on a direct assault.
No one's throwing away lives. Vigil soldiers are the best trained fighting force in Tyria.
Valiant, I'm glad you're here. They've been going on like this for an hour. Everyone, please be silent. We are all assembled, and the Mother Tree wishes to speak.
Greetings, Valiant. Today you take the next steps on the journey of your wild hunt. Zaitan's forces are gathering at Overlake Haven. The Orders wish to defend the location, but their plans differ. Valiant, I name you to be my herald in this matter. The Grove can only back one of these plans. May your dream guide your decision.
I am honored, Mother Tree. I will do my best.
My name is Branthan. I represent the Vigil. We can have a platoon arrayed at Overlake Haven immediately. Our soldiers can handle this situation. In the Vigil, we prefer to fight our enemies head-on. The best way to protect the Haven is to provide military force.
You're asking to risk countless lives. Herald, the Dermond Priory proposes a far safer course of action. My name is Earworth. The Priory wants to utilize experimental munitions golems to destroy the undead. We'll have no soldiers on the field at all.
Completely untested munitions golems. You're the one risking lives. What if your golems fail?
And you, Emissary? You've been quiet through the whole argument.
I'm Kai, and I represent the Order of Whispers. I brought this situation to the Pale Tree's attention, but I'll leave the frontline fighting to the others.
Very well. Give me a moment to think this over, and then I'll decide.
Excellent choice, Herald. Trust me, you'll be very impressed with the Priory's plan. Scholar Kecht and the munitions golems will meet you at the Overlake Haven.
Enjoy playing with your little toys, Earworth. If it goes badly, the Vigil will be here.
I finished calibrating the powder-to-payload ratio. Well, the schematics were vague, so I improvised.
Ah, splendid. Here's the Herald now. Are we ready to proceed?
Be sure to observe all safety protocols as soon as I make them up.
Glad to see you, Herald. Here we stand, safe and sound above Overlake Haven, while the undead march on the field. We're outnumbered 20-1.
You sound cheerful despite the hopeless odds. Are the golems ready?
I'd say the odds are in our favor, actually. It doesn't take 1,000 soldiers to win a battle. It just takes one very smart researcher.
Priory explorers do a great deal of research into abandoned laboratories, ancient ruins, tomb crawling, dungeon running. Ah, that's the good life.
Yes, Kecht, that would be quite enough. You see, Kecht found the original schema for these munitions golems. He's very excited to see them in action.
As am I. Is everything ready to go? Those undead are getting a little too close for comfort.
Ah, yes, sorry. Allow me to explain. These golems were originally created for subterranean expansion. They enter a tiny tunnel and then explode, creating a widened area. Kecht and I fitted these models with deployable landmines. We piloted them remotely, right into the massed undead below.
Sounds brilliant. Let's see how they work.
Don't worry. We're quite safe up here, I assure you. Lay down the landmines.
Well done, well done. The munitions golems performed splendidly. Herald, wait! Look over there. Do you see that?
Most intriguing.
Utterly explosive! That should be all of them. Overlake Haven will be safe, with no loss of life. Magnificent work, Kect! The munitions columns serve their purpose admirably.
I'm extremely impressed, Eorworth. The Dermot Priory is clearly an organization that values cleverness.
You're quite correct. And this is only a taste of what the Priory offers. Think of it. Shelves as high as an oak tree, filled with lore and wisdom.
Adventure, experimentation, ancient tombs rich with, exploration.
I see. Tell me, with your vast knowledge, could you identify that strange-looking creature on the road? I've never seen anything like it before.
Sadly, no. I was wondering the same thing. If Zaitan has spawned some new horror, we must discover its nature.
Agreed. Let's return to the grove. The pale tree is waiting for our report.
Whisper agents report a strange creature leading the attack on Overlake. Know anything about that, Eorworth?
Our scholars are looking into... Hey, you said your people weren't going to be there.
I said we wouldn't be involved. Not that we wouldn't watch. Do you have a problem with that?
Your order's the most untrustworthy, cowardly lot of reprobates in Tyria.
I have good news, Mother Tree. Overlake Haven is safe, and the undead have been driven away.
Valiant, I was told about the strange undead you saw on the battlefield. I think I can help you. The creature sounds like a lich. From the description I was given, I think I can identify it as Mazdak the Accursed.
Mazdak the Accursed? I know that name. One of my firstborn, Rhiannoch, went to destroy Mazdak many years ago. I armed him with a thorn from my own bow, a mighty sword named Caladbolg. Both were lost, never to return to the grove. Herald, it seems you have a chance to discover the fate of my lost son, and perhaps even avenge Rhiannoch's death.
Legend says that Rhiannoch chose a human to be his squire. If that squire survived, the Order of Whispers could find him. The Order's very good at tracking people down, even when they don't want to be found.
Untrustworthy as always. I have an alternate suggestion. As you may know, the Dermot Priory specializes in researching and recovering lost knowledge. This sounds like an exciting opportunity to experiment with a ritual we've uncovered. If cast, it lets you witness the last moments of a person's life.
The mystery of Rhiannoch's death has pained the Sylvari since the days of the Firstborn. Knowing his fate would help to heal that wound.
Branthan, does the Vigil have any suggestions?
Gathering information isn't our strong suit. Instead, I'll go ask my superiors how to kill a lich. I'll meet you back here when you're done.
Very well. Herald, the choice is yours.
Please, come over here. Well met, Herald. I'm so excited about this, I'm positively tingling. The Priory does a great deal of research into ancient forms of magic, and this ritual was a real find. One of our explorers discovered it while tomb raiding in the Crystal Desert. I tell you, one learns the most amazing things as part of the Dermot Priory.
Your order sounds tremendously exciting. How do we cast the ritual?
The ritual allows one to step through time and experience the last moments of a subject's life. You will actually tangibly be there.
Could I change anything? Save his life?
Sadly, no. Events which have already happened are fixed in time. However, there is one caveat. Although Rhiannoc's death is predetermined, your death is still mutable. The dangers will be quite real, and potentially lethal. You could die as well.
If this ritual helps me learn what happened, then I'll accept the risk. Just tell me what to do.
Press your hand to the earth. The swamp may have swallowed Rhiannoc's body, but it cannot keep us from contacting his soul. This will be a test of your courage, Herald. Good luck! Prepare yourself, champion. The ritual begins. Focus on the image of a wild hunter, accompanied by his human squire. He faces his enemy, a vast army of corpses. His struggle is your struggle. His courage, your courage. You as one. Your breath quickens, and your heart beats faster. Your enemies surround you. Now, in this moment, you are with Rhiannoc.
We make our stand here. The Pale Tree has given me a mighty weapon. Armed with Caliborg, we cannot fail.
Lich is powerful, Rhiannoc. Its army is vast.
What good is power when it's afforded you by an evil master? What good is an army when you're standing against love, honor, and loyalty?
But none of your kind has ever experienced it. Do you even understand fear?
I don't need to understand it. I only need to do what is right.
No! I'm afraid. I'm frightened, Rhiannoc. I can't stay.
Wayne, where are you?
I can't do this. The Lich is too strong. I'm too scared. Let's use the sword to save ourselves. Come on, let's go.
Caliborg, the sword is powerful. With it, we have a chance to...
A chance to escape, yes! Rhiannoc, I want to live. I have to get out of here. I don't want to die.
Wayne, no! I need Caliborg to kill Mazdak. Come back. I cannot give up. Mazdak is coming. Forgive him, Mother. We were both too young.
Waking up, are you? Take your time. Breathe slowly. Now, tell me, what did you see? May your knowledge...
Poor Rhiannoc, abandoned by his best friend. I can't even imagine how that must have felt to a firstborn who'd never before experienced betrayal.
How tragic. The dream was young, and our predecessors knew little of the world. Rhiannoc couldn't possibly have understood what it meant to take such an untried human into battle.
Nevertheless, I cannot forgive Wayne for his cowardice. He didn't just flee, he took Rhiannoc's weapon. With Caliborg, Rhiannoc would have stood a chance. Without it, he was doomed. Come, let's return to the Pale Tree and share what we've discovered.
Welcome back, Herald. Tell me, have you learned of Rhiannoc's fate?
I have, Mother. Rhiannoc died fighting Mazdak the Accursed, but his sword was stolen.
Stolen? What foul, contemptible foe dared steal Caladbolg?
It was no foe. A friend betrayed him. Wayne, Rhiannoc's squire. During the battle, he stole the weapon and fled.
Betrayed? By someone he loved? Why are people so drawn to betrayal?
Wayne still carries Caladbolg. He's been using it to compete in gladiatorial tournaments.
I insist that the Vigil accompany you. We'll face this wretch in the tournament ring and thrash his hide. Our order is founded on the principles of courage and duty. I can't stand to hear that Caladbolg is being wielded by an honourless traitor.
You trusting fool. Wayne will flee if he finds out you're there. With a little trickery, we can manipulate the tournament. Once Wayne's been beaten, the Order of Whispers can steal the sword with ease. Stop thinking with your sword arm and start using your brain.
Both interesting suggestions. Earworth, your thoughts?
I'm afraid gladiatorial tournaments aren't the Priory's forte. While you get the sword, I'll research Mazdak and try to pinpoint his location.
Herald, Caladbolg must be returned. Decide and go forth to deal justice.
To compete in the tournament? That's adorably stupid. Why compete when we can just rig it?
You have no honour, Kai. All this needs is a show of force. Once Wayne realises he's outmatched, he'll give up the sword.
You say honour, and I say smarts. I've got them, and you don't.
Knowledge is the greatest treasure.
There he is. That's Wayne fighting in the pit. You can tell by looking at his sword. It's got to be Caladbolg.
Treasonous snake! Let's jump down there and break it out of his hand.
We can't make a scene. Half these people are bandits. If they suspect the sword's value, we'll never make it out alive.
You're right, of course. But that doesn't make this any easier. The Vigil punishes evil. It's difficult to stand here and allow it to continue. Then we'll have to enter the tournament as we'd planned. If we defeat him honestly, we can claim the sword as battle price. If he doesn't give it to us, he'll be shamed in front of all these thugs. Then he's the dead one. If you think you can beat him, you join the tournament. I'll stay up here. If these thugs get rowdy, I'll handle them.
Good plan. All we have to do is register to fight.
Hey, Dad. What are those walking ferns?
Shh, son. Don't call them plants. Watch the fighting and let Daddy drink his beer.
You there, Sylvari. We don't see many of you around here. Either of you want to fight in the pit?
I will. Who's that guy down there now? I'd like to fight him.
That's Wayne, our current champion. First, you have to survive the preliminary rounds. Then you can fight Wayne.
Last call for competitors. Who else wants to fight in the pits?
Why'd I bet on that runty Norn and not the human?
Wayne always wins. I thought I told you that 3 bouts ago.
I know. I just can't help rooting for the underdog.
All right, you toughs, here we go. Fighting in the first round, the Brainstormer versus a new Sylvari contender. Fighters, to the pit.
Good luck.
One more kick to the old grunk, and you'll be back in business. My murder bot's ready. Sick 'em.
The tournament will now begin. Besix the Brainstormer fights a newcomer in this first round.
A Sylvari? Oh dear. I'm going to chop you to bits and use you as kindling.
Dad, I thought you said not to call them plants.
Do as I say, not as I do.
Round 2. Place your bets. Stinky Pete steps into the pit to face off against our Sylvari challenger.
You look fresh from the dream. By the time I'm done with you, you'll wish you were back in your pod.
That Sylvari ain't bad. Baltius, 10 gold on that one.
You're gonna lose that coin as soon as Wayne steps up.
I don't know. I got a feeling about this one.
You got a feeling about Come on! The only, the master of disaster, lord of the sword! It's Wayne!
I'm not afraid of you, but I am ready for you. I've been ready for years. This is harder than I thought.
I am mighty.
You're outmatched, Wayne, but I'm not here for your life. I'm here for Calidbogue. Give me Rhiannoc's sword and I'll let you go.
The sword is mine. Rhiannoc wasn't worthy of it. He was willing to give his life. For what?
For his people. And for you, Wayne. He stayed to give you a head start from Mazdak. The Lich would have chased you down to get Calidbogue. That's why Rhiannoc died.
No, you can't know. You weren't there. I'll kill you. Then I'll put Rhiannoc and you smug Sylvari behind me for good.
I earned this sword. I suffered for it. You can't take it away from me. Rhiannoc was weak. He was weak. It wasn't my fault.
Dishonorable left.
I was right. I won. I'm rich.
I can't believe it. I guess sometimes even the lottery pays off.
You're amazing down there. Your combat prowess is really something. I envy you the beating you gave that thug. I wish I'd been able to lend a hand.
I was prepared to let Wayne go, but he wouldn't stop attacking me. I didn't want to kill him.
That's what makes you great vigil material. You should seriously consider joining my order. Wayne had been carrying that burden for so long, it was probably a relief to die at the hands of someone who knew the truth.
You're right. I could see it in his eyes. He seemed almost grateful.
Come, Herald. I'll take Calidbogue back to the Pale Tree, and then we'll find a way to make Mazdak pay. Wayne is not the only villain in this tale. We must bring down Mazdak.
Killing a lich is no easy matter. will require significant planning.
Every creature has a weakness, even Mazdak. If we have the knowledge, we will know where to strike.
Welcome, Herald. Join our circle. There is much to explain.
Greetings, my courageous herald. I have heard news of your victory. Caladbolg is returned at last.
It was difficult, but worth it. Wayne's been punished at last.
Herald, my research at the Priory proved fruitful. I know where Mazdak the Accursed was buried, and I believe I know his next target. He's planning to attack a human town known as the Ascalon Settlement. If we don't stop him, he'll wipe them out.
He's attacking Ascalon Settlement. They're a peaceful area. They have very few defenses. We've got to stop Mazdak.
We have the soldiers. If the Pale Tree would allow Caladbolg to be born into battle, the Vigil can destroy Mazdak. All it takes is firepower, courage, and a direct assault.
You always think in a straight line. Look, Mazdak's forces will have to move through the Centaur tribes to get to Ascalon's settlement. Why not turn them against each other and take down two birds with one stone? The Order of Whispers could do that easily.
I know where Mazdak was buried. The Priory could explore his tomb, get past the traps, and find a way to destroy the Lich while he slumbers. It's the logical approach.
This Lich must be destroyed. For Rhiannoch. For Tyria. Listen to me. The Orders wish you to join them. If you do, they will lend you strength. With their backing, we can defeat Mazdak. It is your destiny to fight Zaitan. Joining an Order will help you achieve that goal. Choose wisely.
Herald, I place Caladbolg in your care. Decide how to defeat Mazdak, and know that the hopes of the Grove go with you.
I'm glad you decided to join the Order of Whispers. We'll handle the formalities after the battle. Traherne, will you accompany us on this adventure? Your knowledge of Orion undead is second to none.
I'm still not joining your order, but yes, I will lend my aid.
Hurry, this way. There you are, Initiate. Are you ready to cause a little trouble? Order of Whispers style?
I'm ready, Kai. But where is everyone? The village looks nearly empty.
Whispers agents pulled a few strings and called in Seraph Lieutenant Locum's gambling debts. In exchange for a clean slate, he's ordered the village evacuated. They'll only be gone for a little while, but in the meantime, we'll meet with the Harathi Centaur and convince them to come to the settlement.
We're going to turn the town over to centaurs? How can that possibly help defeat the undead?
I see where Kai is going with this. Think like a spy, not a soldier, my friend.
It's a trap, of course. The undead will storm the village, and when they get here, they'll fight the centaurs. Once the two groups have decimated each other, the Seraph return and retake the town. Locum looks like a hero.
And in the confusion, we three backstab Mazdak while his army is otherwise engaged. That's my kind of fight.
It's a cunning plan. Let's get started.
Leave? But why? The village is perfectly safe.
It will not be safe for long. The Orions are on their way. You must evacuate.
Evacuate? But this is my home. All of my things are here.
Things can be replaced. Lives cannot. Champion, can you make her see reason?
Doom. Doom.
Yes, Doom. Come on. Lieutenant Locum ordered everyone to evacuate, and that includes you.
We're out of time. Do one more sweep for stragglers, then get to the safe zone.
Yes, sir. You're sure we can trust these Sylvari, sir?
You don't have to trust them, Sergeant. As a member of the Seraph, you only have to trust me. You have your orders.
Understood, sir.
Hello.
The Harathi don't scare me. They're just centaurs, and we've beaten them before. Why should we leave?
If you stay, you will be slaughtered by the undead. The centaurs are not the problem. They are the solution.
Slaughtered? Are you threatening me? I'm not scared of you either.
Harold, handle this fool before I pare her like an apple.
This should be interesting. Let's see how it turns out, shall we? Those pirates are preying on the evacuees.
Let go of my things, you dirty
I may be
sea rat!
unscrupulous, but that's downright. Let me do the talking. These Harathi aren't as dumb as they look.
That is far enough. You said you wished to bargain. Speak.
Noctis expects us. Do you want to explain to him why you turned us away, Hoofface?
Very well. You may enter, but walk with respect, or you will never leave. Plant spirits. By the living soul of the earth, I did not think it to be true.
Spirits of the land. That's us. We're angry at the humans of Ascalon settlement. We've used our magic to chase the humans away. See for yourselves. The gates are open and the streets are empty. Go there, Centaur, and claim your prize.
Noctis, the humans are fleeing into the hills. The spirit tells truth. The village is undefended. Gallop to the human settlement immediately. Bless you, spirits. The Harathi will long remember your deeds. Amazing. The town is as silent as death. You are noble spirits, and friends to the Harathi.
The risen march upon Ascalon settlement will need to work together to hold this place.
What is this? The undead? To arms! The Harathi have not retaken this land only to see it fall
Rich
to
is our
corruption!
priority. Don't waste time fighting anything else if you can help it.
Pathetic adventurers, come fight me! My sword is like fire this time. Think to avenge your dead kinsman, you will fall as he did. I cannot be defeated. I will break Caledon, and you will...
Perfect. Centaur defense crumbles.
Mazdak the Accursed is dead. By the blade of Caledburg, Rhiannoch is at last avenged.
Well done, Initiate. Your cunning and nerve really threw those undead for a loop. I'm proud you're a member of the Order of Whispers. Now, for the rest of your initiation. Go to Lion's Arch. There, you'll be contacted by an apple merchant. Meet with him to get your first formal assignment.
Thank you, Kai. You can count on me. Kaith, you're so quiet. Are you injured?
No, I'm thinking. Rhiannoch died before he could fulfill his wild hunt. He failed because he was alone. If we wish to fight Zaitan, we must not let fear or anger force us apart. If we do not find a way to defeat the dragons, Tyria will be destroyed. Tell me, my friend, do you think it's possible for people to let go of their differences? To unite?
Our dreams inspire us, Keith. We must never give up hope, or we give up the dream itself.
Then I must also go to Lion's Arch. It is time to call together Destiny's Edge.
By your leave, my friend, I'll return Kalad Bolg to the Pale Tree. I'll be sure to tell her the tale of Mazdak's defeat.
Will I see you again, Traherne?
Yes, I'm sure of it. Our wild hunts are linked, my friend. We will need one another. May your path be filled with adventure and joy. Until we meet again.